Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Thirsty? The refreshment stand is open with everything to satisfy your taste buds. Here's the menu: the hottest, freshest, crunchiest popcorn, each kernel popped to its fullest with that real movie time taste. Cold drinks. You'll find your favorite ice cold, tasty, and thirst quenching. And hot dogs, hamburgers, and candy too. Now a short intermission, so you'll have time to make your selection before the show begins.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
Top quality hamburgers, the most popular snack in the country. We serve them plain or garnished to your taste.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Just 1 minute to go.
And now, on with the show.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Can I have some more, Mommy?
But you drank it so fast.
I can't say that I blame her, though, Mother. Orange juice is so good, and so good for her.
Yes, but it's so expensive.
Not when you use Snowcrop frozen fresh orange juice. Why, thank you, Teddy Snowcrop. A day-by-day study for 1 solid year proved Snowcrop costs you only half as much. Yes, only half as much as the same amount of juice from oranges you have to carry home and squeeze.
Is that so?
It certainly is. And what's more, Snowcrop gives you all the fresh flavor, vitamin C, and health-giving minerals of home squeeze juice. And it's so easy to prepare. Just take a look at this. To 1 can of Snowcrop orange juice concentrate, add 3 parts water, mix, and serve. And in a recent nationwide blind taste test, people voted by over 2 to 1. Snowcrop tastes better than home squeeze. There, children, try some. Now, what do you say?
Oh, boy. That's good.
It's always good. So get Snowcrop frozen orange juice at your favorite food store.
The finest foods are chosen.
Yeah, the freshest foods are frozen by Snowcrop Frozen Foods. Get Snowcrop. Snowcrop.
Stopette asks, what's your line?
I've got the busiest job in the whole world, American housewife. That means being on the go all day long. And it means looking my best at dinner time, too. That's why I always use Stopette spray deodorant. It gives me protection I can be sure of no matter what my day's schedule calls for. It's so quick and so wonderfully convenient. Just a squeeze of the bottle and poof, there goes perspiration. Hold the bottle upright and you get this fine, misty spray.
Yes, here at last is the truly modern deodorant. No sticky fingers, no mess, no waste. Oops. But don't worry, that marvelous Stopette bottle can't break, leak, or spill. Find out for yourself why millions have turned from old-fashioned deodorants to the new convenience, new effectiveness of Stopette. At your favorite drug or cosmetic counter, ask for Stopette spray deodorant.
Poof! There goes perspiration.
Here is a word from the Tony folks.
The up-and-coming hairstyles are sleek 20-curl hairstyles, perky, short 20-curl hairstyles, smooth, long 20-curl hairstyles. There's no end to the smart new 20-curl hairstyles. You can perfectly wave with Tip Tony, the 20-curl permanent, the first permanent custom-made for these new hairstyles and for between-permanent stragglers. Only half the curlers to wind. Actually, half the work. Tip Tony is the same as Tony, only smaller, and costs just $1.25. You get fresh air waving lotion in a sealed bottle every time. Just the right amount for 20 curls. There's no end to the 20-curl hairstyles you can have with Tip Tony, the only 20-curl permanent in 3 types of lotions. One just right for you.
One hand behind my back. Well, I wonder what Betty Fredette is going to do with one hand behind her back like that.
Come with me, and I'll show you what every one of you can do single-handed. Here, You can tune in this wonderful new Westinghouse television set with just one hand like this, because it has the sensational new Westinghouse single dial control. There's no more fussing with several dials. You just turn this one dial and you're tuned in perfectly. Now, in the set that you're watching now, does a channel ever come in like this and give you only sound? Or, when the picture comes in clear like this, is the sound ever so hard to get that all you hear is this? Well, that never happens with this wonderful new Westinghouse set because of the miracle of Westinghouse synchro tuning. Picture and sound come in together just like that. And once tuned, this set stays locked in tune. Now, here's something that will really amaze you. Here's the size of the screen in most table models. Now, let's compare it with this new Westinghouse screen. There. Now, that's quite a difference, isn't it? Engineering improvements give you a huge 17-inch rectangular screen in this wonderfully compact new Westinghouse set. And it gives you a black glass tube, which means that you get a clear, sharp picture even in daylight. Now, this set also has a built-in antenna, and that means that in many areas there's no installation of any kind. You save the entire cost of it. So why put up with a set that isn't really up to date and has an old-fashioned small screen when you can get this wonderful new 17-inch Westinghouse set at a modest price? Just ask your dealer for the Westinghouse Linwood. There's no other set in its price range that compares with it. You can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Stop? I wonder what Betty Furness wants to stop for. Let's ask her.
I want to stop you from being fooled by some of the things you hear these days about self-defrosting refrigerators. Now, there are so many different claims that I think perhaps the best way to clear it up is for me to show you this. The one refrigerator in the whole world that never needs defrosting any time or any place. The wonderful new Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator. Now, perhaps you've seen this claim. Well, now, of course, there's no reason to defrost any refrigerator here in the middle shelves. Up here is where those words belong, up on the freeze chest, the only place in any refrigerator where frost ever builds up. But there's never any need to defrost any part of this Westinghouse refrigerator because it always keeps itself frost-free. Now, have you ever seen this claim? Now, what is the point in a refrigerator defrosting itself every night? Well, there's no point at all, because unless you're opening the door constantly, there's no reason to defrost the refrigerator every night. This Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator defrosts itself only when it's actually needed, the very moment that frost starts to build up. Now, here's something that I want you to see. Here's what happens to ice cream and other so-called automatic refrigerators during defrosting. You see, the ice cream melted, the flavors ran together, and then it froze up again. But now, look at this ice cream. In the Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator, ice cream stays hard and firm like this all the time, because defrosting takes place so fast that nothing in the freeze chest has even the merest chance to melt. Now, some refrigerators that claim to be automatic don't get rid of the defrost water, and then you have to empty messy drip pans and... Oh, dear, that happens so often. But with the Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator, the moment that frost starts to build up here on the freeze chest, the magic frost-free system goes to work. It quickly melts what little frost has gathered. The tiny amount of defrost water is drained off and is automatically evaporated. So when you buy a new refrigerator, why don't you get the most automatic one of all? The only refrigerator that is always frost-free. Remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Easy on the eyes. Say, I guess we all agree to that.
Well, a close-up often is easier on the eyes when you're watching television. And you can have a giant close-up whenever you want it with the amazing new Westinghouse electronic magnifier. Now, only the Westinghouse sets have this wonderful electronic magnifier that give you a giant, clear, crisp close-up whenever you turn this knob. For example, here's an entertainer at her piano as you'd see her on a standard size picture. Now, just switch on the electronic magnifier and there. You're so close you can follow every facial expression, every gesture. So wonderfully close. So easy on your eyes. Now, this Westinghouse set has a 12.5-inch picture tube, but with the electronic magnifier, you get an image almost as big as you'd get with a 20-inch tube. Amazing, isn't it? Suppose, for instance, that you want to get a closer look at, well, say my necklace. Just turn your Westinghouse magnifier knob and there. You can almost tell whether it's real or not. Yes, with this set, you get real big picture television, and you get it at small picture price.
Yes, and you can save on installation costs, too, when you buy a Westinghouse set. Look, 10, 20, 30, 40, up to $45. You save all this because in many localities with the new Westinghouse television sets, you don't need any roof installation. Why, you don't even need an indoor antenna. And the reason is, Westinghouse builds the antenna right inside the cabinet. A wonderful Westinghouse improvement. And your stations come in so clear. Yes, and these new Westinghouse sets bring you even more. Westinghouse Synchro Tuning. Tune in for the best picture, and you get the best sound automatically. Come on in my store and see the new line of Westinghouse television sets. It's your biggest dollar's worth in television.
I've got news for you about Borden's Instant Coffee. 33% flavor in the spoon, more flavor in the cup, more flavor to your taste. Borden's gives more flavor, flavor to your taste. Try new Borden's Coffee.
Yes, Borden's Instant Coffee gives more flavor every spoonful. In fact, Borden's is so different from all the other instant coffees, every spoonful gives you up to 33% more flavor than any other instant coffee. And that's why you can always serve Borden's Instant Coffee with perfect confidence that every cup will be perfect coffee every time. Mellow and rich and bracing. Maggie Johnson, will you show the folks, please, the reason why Borden's gives more flavor?
I'd love to, Kate Smith. Look, these are highly magnified particles of instant coffee. Now, other leading brands of instant coffees are hollow bubbles, like this. But Borden's flavor crystals are solid, pure coffee through and through. No air inside, like this. Now, this big difference, made possible by Borden's new flavor control process, is the real reason why Borden's gives you up to 33% more flavor, richer flavor, than any other instant coffee. So, get yourself some Borden's today. You're going to just love it.
That washer's the disgrace.
Can you read this? Well, it's pretty hard that far away.
Yes, but you could read those words much more easily if you had one of the new Westinghouse television sets. Then, just by turning a single knob, you could come right in close like this. See? It says electronic magnifier. And only the Westinghouse television sets have this wonderful new development that give you a real close-up whenever you want it. And all you have to do is turn this knob right here. Suppose, for instance, that you and the children are watching a Santa show with the screen set at standard size, and you want a real close-up. Just turn the Westinghouse magnifier knob, and instantly you're up so close you feel you could almost tell Santa, "I want a new Westinghouse television set for Christmas." The exclusive Westinghouse electronic magnifier gives you a picture image half again as large whenever you want it. Takes you right into the center of the action. And now I want to tell you about another wonderful new development of Westinghouse television. It's called synchro tuning. And it means that you don't have to fuss and tinker with the dials like this whenever you want to get a good picture and good sound at the same time as you do with so many sets. Look, here's all you do. You just turn this dial to tune in for the best picture, and you get the best sound automatically. That's the miracle of Westinghouse synchro tuning. And listen, every one of the new Westinghouse television sets is equipped with a built-in antenna. Now that means that you save the entire cost of an expensive roof antenna in a great many localities. You save as much as $45.
So if you want to save money and really see television, see it at its best. Just see me. Yes, let me show you the perfect Christmas gift for all your family. The television set that has everything, the Westinghouse. Enjoy real big picture television at small picture price. Now this Westinghouse set has a 12.5-inch picture tube. And it costs only $269.95. Easy, convenient terms can be arranged. Why not come in and see me tomorrow?
Here's the beautiful motion picture star, Jean Craig.
Hello. I'd like to show you something I'm very proud of. This is my new DeSoto. Isn't it beautiful? It's long and lovely and low. Almost a foot lower than I am, and I'm only 5 feet 5. I think its styling is outstanding, and these new fins are really striking. And what's more, my DeSoto is fun to drive, even in heavy traffic. It's so easy to handle. DeSoto's full-time power steering is the best I've ever tried. Of course, push-button driving is a wonderful improvement. It's so simple. And the way my DeSoto rides, you just won't believe it until you try it. As you may have gathered, I'm very pleased with my new DeSoto. I paid a lot more for cars, but this new DeSoto is the most exciting car I've ever had.
It's the most exciting car in the world today. The 1957 DeSoto.
This is the Edsel, unlike any other car you've ever seen. This is the Edsel. This is the Edsel. This is the Edsel.
Pick a look, any hairstyle. Then pick a lilt, and you'll get that hairstyle. Now, for the first time, Lilt brings you home permanents made and marked for the hairstyle you want. Right on the package, Lilt tells you the style you'll get. Want a loose casual style? The new Lilt, made and marked for loose casual styles, will give it to you. No need to know your hair type or texture. Want a medium style? The new Lilt, made and marked for medium styles, will give it to you. No test curls, no timing worries. Want a very curly style? Then new Lilt, made and marked for very curly styles, will give it to you. So pick a look. Any hairstyle, then pick a Lilt, and you'll get that hairstyle. Lilt, the only home permanent made and marked to give you the hairstyle you want.
To all of you folks from Jersey City and points west, south, north, and east, I'd like to talk to you right now about Phillips Milk and Magnesia toothpaste, if I may. You see, many dental authorities say that a major cause of tooth decay are mouth acids. And unfortunately, all of us happen to have mouth acids. Everybody, no matter what walk of life you're in. If you want to cut down on those mouth acids, then you want Phillips toothpaste, because there's a special ingredient in Phillips that neutralizes those mouth acids on contact, which is mighty, mighty important. Now, another very important thing about Phillips is its taste. It's got a really wonderful, cool, minty, nice spring flavor that you're going to love. It's hard to tell you exactly how a toothpaste tastes, but Georgia will tell you where to get it so you can try for yourself and see what I mean.
Well, Mother, you can get Phillips toothpaste at any local drug counter, and we hope you're not going to waste any time. Get some right away, and you'll love it.
All right, remember, it's Phillips toothpaste at drug counters everywhere. Whoa-wee-whoa-wee-whoa.
What's the best way to reduce? Eat what you want or starve yourself?
Starve yourself? Wrong. A half-empty stomach causes hunger tantrums. Now you can avoid hunger tantrums, lose weight naturally and fast. With the RDX full stomach reducing plan, you fill your stomach, yet fat just seems to melt away. And safe, pleasant-tasting RDX tablets contain no dangerous drugs, no hormones. So if you want to eat and lose fat, get RDX at your drugstore today.
Let's talk about Dear Rinso Blue, shall we? You remember the old line about how high is up? How high is up could be, like that high, could be this high, could be that high. Any kind of high. Doesn't make any difference. But I suppose there must be a real accurate scientific type answer to such questions. Questions like how white is white. But for me, when I think of whiteness, I think of how white Rinso Blue gets my shirts. Because that is just about the whitest white that there is. You see, Rinso Blue blues as it washes, right in its own hot, sudsy water. And you don't have to mix anything. You don't have to stop your washer to add the bluing because everything you need is right here in the box. And that bluing action works during the whole cleaning cycle. So whiteness is therefore washed into your clothes and not just rinsed in. And Rinso Blue not only gets white things whiter, it's wonderful for colors, too. Makes them look fresher, Now, if you washed a print with red roses on it, those roses would come out looking just picked. You take my word for it, everything that you wash in Rinso Blue will come clean because Rinso Blue has special cleaning powers. For instance, there is one called a penetrator that reaches right down into the fibers. Then there is an extra cleaning ingredient to take care of extra soiled spots. Extra spoiled sots. Extra soiled spots. And last of all, but certainly not least important, there is a rinse-clean action that holds dirt away from the clothes. Now, all of these powers, they work together, you see, like a team of little magnets to loosen, to lift, and to pull the dirt from your wash. So the next time that you do a wash, you put those special cleaning powers to work for you. Pour Rinso Blue into your washer, and you will see with your own eyes that there is something magnetic about the way Rinso Blue works. You try it. Real great stuff.
For more vintage media content pulled from vintage Mothership Poker streams, click the subscribe button and check out our playlist for all the previously uploaded ad-only content from Mothership Poker.